Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat, and I'm here for you. I am here for you. Usually 3 times a week. Used to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now it's whenever I can feel positive and get to the mic and talk to you and hopefully help you find those keys to the door that will unlock your happiness. And that's why you're here, right? To find some happiness and find some release from all the stress of the world. Holy crap. We're all experiencing it. Hey, if you haven't gotten my new book yet, I have to ask you why. Why not? You like the show. You've listened to a bunch of episodes. Why don't you get the book? Pick up the book. I would really appreciate it if you grab my first book before the second one comes out. It's called The Positive Perspective. You can grab it from Amazon, or you can skip big tech altogether, which a lot of people are doing these days, and go right to my website, bepositivepodcast.com. If the pop-up doesn't come up, there's some cheesy buttons down a little bit where you can order a copy directly from me, and you can also get your personalized copy directly from me. I think, Uriel, I think yours has gone out today, or it's going out tomorrow morning. I'm not sure. But it's going there. It's going out, all right? If you've got something you want me to talk about, or you got something that's bothering you, or you just want to say, hey, you can do that. Go to the text line, 304-506-3332. That is also a phone line that you could call in and leave a message. And people have been asking me, I did bring up the fact that the 500th episode will be coming up soon. And I've decided to do a live broadcast where you could call into the show for the live broadcast, the live show. The 500th podcast live event will be June 11th at 9 p.m. Mark your calendars. June 11th, 9 p.m. I'll be going live. I'm not sure if it's going to be on YouTube or where it's going to be. It'll probably be YouTube. But you could call in and we could talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm putting myself on the line here and letting you guys ask me questions cold with no chance for planning, and we'll see what happens, all right? Mark your calendar, June 11th, 9 p.m., the 500 podcast live event. Oh, my God, I can't believe I talked for 500 shows. Can you? If you've been listening, you know I have. Did I mention the text line, 304-506-3332? I did, right? All right. If you got something else you want me to talk about, something that's longer than a text and you don't want to take forever to type it and you want to shoot me an email, you can go to the website, bepositivepodcast.com/yourstory. And you can send it there. And there's some to read, but I'm not going to read those today. I will get to those. I do want to say, Aura, who's calling me Uncle Nat, she says, that's why I'm calling you, because I get all my best advice from you. Well, I appreciate that. And so many of you have said that I saved you, or I've helped you change your life, or my words have helped you to be a better person and get into a better situation. And if you've said that and you told me that, what is my response? I just helped you open the door to find your happiness. I'm just a catalyst, man, just a catalyst. You have all the power within you to change your life for the better. You do. We do. And you do it. You do it. All right? So, you know what? I used to do a thought for the day. I'm going to do another thought for the day just because I looked on my screen here and it says thought for the day and it's blank. Kind of like my brain right now. But the thought for the day is pay attention. That's it. 2 words. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to the people that you love. Pay attention to what you believe is to be true. Pay attention to what's really important. Life, happiness, joy, nature, love, all these things that mean way more than any material thing you could ever have in your life. Because the energy that you get from love, the energy that you get from compassion, the feelings and the emotions that you get from a positive relationship, you'll take with you. Because it becomes part of your conscious. That BMW, that house, that diamond ring, or if you're on a different level, that trailer, that Pinto, whatever it is that's in your life, you're not taking any of that shit with you, man. all the experiences in your life that go into your mind, everything that goes into your mind, you're going to take with you. So think about that next time you get pissed off at something that happens or somebody cuts you off in traffic. It doesn't matter. Which leads me to what this show is about. And I'm doing this show because I've been observing people. That's what I do. I observe people. I try to understand why people act and react the way they do in any given situation, and how they handle themselves and how they create their lives. So this show is called Why is Everyone So Defensive? Why is everybody so defensive? No one can take constructive criticism. Nobody can have a conversation anymore. And when you try to reason with most people, they don't hear you. They wait for you to finish talking so they can respond with their thoughts. The communication that we have now. When I was younger, I was taught to listen, to respect elders, to learn. I'd ask my mom, what does this mean? She'd say, look it up. You know, I didn't have a phone in my face. I didn't have electronics to take away from the joy of reality. I would go outside and play. I'd ride my bike. I'd ride my skateboard. I'd play in the sand. I'd climb trees. I'd do crazy stuff. And that was a different time. I know. I get it. But in these times, with the technology where it's gone, and the way people are being treated by the powers that be, by people who are in charge, and the way we are treating each other is appalling. It disgusts me to see how people treat each other, and the amount, the lack of respect for someone else's feelings, for someone else's dreams, just the total lack of respect for other people is off the charts, man. It is off the freaking charts. People don't care about hurting other people's feelings. Most people don't care if their actions affect someone else's life in a negative way. That's just life. That's just the way it is. I got what I want. I don't care. And they move on. And the disposable society that most of the youth has been accustomed to is partly to blame. The technology and the way that technology sucks the life out of our youth, out of people, it does it to me too. I mean, I'm not singling other people out. I'm part of this game, of this matrix as well. I find myself flipping through my phone, not looking for anything, not seeing anything, not watching anything, just randomly scrolling and wasting my freaking life away on a device that has taken control of the world. Now, granted, technology can be fantastic. Artificial intelligence is coming around now. It's incredible what you can do with it. It's also very scary. It's scary to think where we're headed. And I say that because I see what has happened in the short time that technology has advanced so rapidly, and where it has taken us. It has made people shallow, insensitive, self-centered, narcissistic. And I start to wonder, how far is this going to go? You ask somebody a question and they snap, they get defensive. I told you it was this. Or what do you mean you don't understand this? Or I can't believe you're asking me that. Or you just get the sigh or the disgust. Or you get not ridiculed but mocked, and you to make you feel stupid for asking a question when you don't know the answer, instead of people helping one another. What happened to the days when you could say something or ask somebody a question and they were like, oh, here, I can help you with this. Oh, let me help you carry your groceries to your car. What, you don't have enough to pay for your food? I'll help you pay for this. You need a ride? Somebody hitchhiking? Oh, I'll pick you up and give you a ride. You're homeless? Let me buy you a sandwich. Let me buy you lunch. What happened to those days? They're gone. Because everyone is afraid. Everyone is afraid of being judged. They're afraid of being an individual. They're afraid of standing out in a crowd because they want to blend in. They don't want to get noticed. They don't want to be singled out. Because when you get singled out, the attention is on you. And you have to perform. Coming from a performing background, it doesn't bother me. I like being singled out. I like being unique. I hate the word normal. I literally do not understand. I think normal should be replaced with the word conformist. And these days especially. But when you start thinking why everyone is so defensive, it's not our fault. Not 100% our fault. Society, the environment, the government, people. We've created this. We've created this monster. This evil that has risen up and is taking over humanity. Now, whether you're religious or not, or whatever your beliefs are, that's irrelevant to me. What means something to me when I meet a person or talk to a person is, are they a real person? Are they full of shit, or are they a real person? Are they talking to me as a human being on the same level, or are they talking down to me? And that works in reverse too. If someone is talking up to me thinking that I'm on this pedestal, I break that pedestal down. There are no pedestals. We are all the same. We are all the same. I don't care if you're a homeless man or you're the richest man on the planet. You could be Elon Musk or you could be somebody sleeping on the street. We're all the same, man. We're just experiencing life in a different form. We have created our experience, our life experience is different. But when the meat suit is gone, and I talk about this a lot, and some people go, you say meat suit? That's kind of gross. That's what it is. We're just renting this suit. We're just using this physical existence to experience this thing called life. This brief experience called life. And once this thing dies and your consciousness moves to the next level, I can only imagine that so many of us are going to go, oh shit, and smack yourself in the head and go, God, I wish I would have known that when I was alive. But when you start really becoming aware of your potential, and you know what, not even becoming aware, but accepting your potential for greatness, accepting the power that you have in your mind to create your life, then things start to change. What I find is hard for me is when people that I know, that I love, are defensive and aggressive and agitated over just some stupid shit, and I can't fix it. It bothers me. But you can't fix everybody. You can only fix yourself and be the person that you are. That's all you can do. And lead by example. That's such a great phrase, is lead by example. People are defensive. Don't let that affect you. And you know how hard that is? I'm speaking from the heart. That it is hard when you see someone that you care about or that you love, or a friend or a family member that is defensive and just does not accept the fact that they can change that, and they can change their response to your words, to your actions, to be happier. When they don't understand that, it's like, damn it, I wish I could just take this little piece of my brain and stick it in yours, and you could experience this bliss and happiness that we all deserve. We do. And, take it for what it is, but I honestly believe, I've said it numerous times before in the show, is that I believe we're all put here to learn how to love. Really, to learn how to love, how to be happy, how to share happiness, how to enjoy life, how to be joyful. Because, man, some people who are born only live a short amount of time. People die young. And the people that live 80, 90 years, that get to experience life in the fullest, have the most stories to tell about their experience. And you know what? When you talk to older people, and if you really sit down, which no one does really anymore, they just let the old people rot in the old folks' home, which sucks. We don't respect our elders the way like China does or the way other countries do. Elders are wise people. In our country, they don't get the respect they deserve. But if you sit down and you talk to them and you pick their brain about what they've been through, about what they've seen, you'll understand that this is a history and these are things that are about to be lost. And the fact that people are so defensive against learning or accepting the past, because if you don't accept the past, then you don't learn from it. If you try to erase it, you're guaranteed to repeat it. So what do you do? What do you do when so many people are defensive and it starts getting under your skin? Well, speaking from my own perspective, sometimes I have to go to a quiet place and I have to go, I'm not going to give in. And I get quiet and I'm not going to feed the fire of the aggression, of the defensiveness, which may not be the right answer, because you have to evaluate the situation. But if someone is defensive or aggressive or dismissive of you, and you have to actually think about how important is their opinion of you to you. And that's pretty harsh. And I don't care if it's your friend, your brother, your sister, your spouse, whatever it is. And the bottom line is, how important is their opinion of you, and how does it relate to your existence and your pursuit of happiness? Because it is just their opinion. It is just their emotions. It's not yours. Those feelings of defensiveness and aggression and anger and tenseness and stress, those aren't yours unless you let them in and let them be part of your life. I try very hard not to let that shit in my life. I hate stress. I don't stress. We all get stressed, but you know what? I'm happy a lot of the time. Sure, my wife says at dinner I talk about work or I talk about this and I talk crap and I'm a little negative, but I'm venting. But I'm still positive. I still love going to my job because I can be creative. I still love doing things with my family because it makes me happy. I still love doing things that make me happy that also make other people happy. But the final goal, the main goal of your existence here on this planet, on this little teeny speck in the galaxy, in the universe, do you realize how small Earth is when you compare it to the universe? Now, if you actually, I put it on Facebook one time, it was a zoom out from Earth and it went all the way out to the end of the galaxy. And you can't even see Earth about 2 seconds in. It's minute. It's minuscule. It's a grain of sand in a mega beach. And that doesn't even compare. But when you think about how minuscule the Earth is in the universe, and then break it down to your individual existence, it makes you feel like, wow, my physical existence is really meaningless in the whole scheme of things, if you think about it. But it's not. Because your physical existence, you chose to come here to experience this thing called life. You manifested your consciousness to a physical state to experience this thing called life. We chose to be here at this time, whether you believe it or not. You're here for a reason, and these are crazy-ass times we're going through. And I think that if any of us, people listening here, if you live for the next 20 years, you're going to see and experience things that are going to blow your mind, and they're going to be hard to accept. But you have to embrace your life. You have to embrace yourself. And actually stay true to who you are. Stay true to your beliefs. Whether you believe in God or you believe in aliens or you believe in nothing. Maybe you're an atheist and you don't believe in anything. Stay true to your beliefs because they're yours. And don't let anyone tell you that what you believe is wrong. Because who are they? They're just trying to tell you that their beliefs are right. And if you think about it, everything we know is just a belief system. We believe things. Even science. Oh, they prove things in science, and then years later, oh, that's wrong. They change it in science. Things change. So the only thing that doesn't change is you being true to yourself. You opening up that pineal gland and that third eye and that awareness and the awakening to the capabilities of your subconscious mind. Because I don't know if you've heard of things called like The Secret or The Power of Positive Thinking or all these things, or Jack Canfield Chicken Soup for the Soul, all these things. People that have said if you can think it, you can dream it, you can make it happen, thoughts become things, all these things, and they're all true. Why? Because the people that say them believe them 100% and they manifest them in their life. So whatever you believe, deep down, who you are, forget your wife, your husband, your family, everybody around you. Just you. You're on an island. You're by yourself. What do you believe? Who are you? What makes you you? When you actually get to the core of that and you pursue that and you enhance the thoughts about who you are and what you want to be and what you think reality is and where you want to go and your destiny and everything about you, when you accept that for what it is, it's freaking beautiful, man. I'm telling you, it is beautiful. Because nobody can shake you. Nobody can push you off that rock. Because you are the rock. And if you think of your life metaphorically like that, no one can push you off the rock when you are the rock. So why is everybody so defensive? Because they really haven't accepted who they are and they're trying to understand so many different feelings and so many different thoughts that are going on in the world right now that it's very hard for them to comprehend. So what do? They get defensive. They put up the walls. They put up the shields. They say things to bring other people down so they don't have to try to pick themselves up. So when you come across someone that is very defensive and very dismissive of who you are, remember that is their own insecurity showing its face. I think about that. If people lash out at me, I'm like, wow, I almost feel sorry for them. I don't get mad anymore. Yeah, sometimes. When it's family, I might get a little bent, but I try not to get mad anymore because it's like you're missing out on the joy of life. You could be so defensive and aggressive towards people, and tomorrow you're dead. I'm sorry, but it happens that quick. No one knows when their end is coming. So don't think, oh, I got my whole life. I got forever to change. I can just treat this person like crap or be whatever. you don't have forever. The time is now. The time is now to open up your mind, be aware of your emotions and your feelings, and realize that we're all one. We all come from the same. No matter what religion you believe in, we all come from the same. One consciousness, one God, one being. It's all different interpretations, but it's actually all the same shit. So when someone else gets defensive, don't lash out at them. Let them get through it. Find a way around it to try to help them. All right? Okay, man, that's all I got today. That's all I got. It went a little bit longer than I planned, but you know, it happens. Don't forget about the 500th podcast live event, June 11th at 9 p.m. I can't believe I've done 500 shows. That's a lot of words, man. That is a lot of words. And if you haven't gotten my book yet, I'm going to send somebody to your house, and they will personally let you order your book from them. Men in Black are coming to your house to help you to order The Positive Perspective. Grab it from my site. You know the website. It's all in the links below. Don't forget about the text line, which is now a message line. You can leave me a phone message, and you'll be mixed in with all the spam calls I get from people trying to sell me insurance to telling me that I have a $25,000 loan that I can get today. 304-506-3332. I want to hear from you. Say something witty, say something smart, and I'll put you on the show, all right? I appreciate everyone all over the world who is listening to this show. I'm shooting for 1 million people by the end of the year, but you know what? You guys are rocking it, and I really appreciate everybody who listens to the show. Thank you to all of you who have supported the show by purchasing the book and by grabbing some merchandise, which that store will be going away shortly because, well, I don't know. I'm not going to say why I'm going to discontinue that store, but the people that manufacture the stuff for my podcast don't agree with, I don't agree with their, how should I say, their views. How about that? We'll just leave it at that, very general. I do have to say one quick shout out that I forgot. Stephanie from Queens, New York. This is the latest shout out I've ever done on my podcast. My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.